Hello there, darlings. Welcome to the Clockwork Cabaret. I wish I could say that the year 2021 started off with a bang. However, I am sorry to say that it started with this rubbish instead. And now, on with the show.
Sound of the cuckoo, you know that it is time for the Clockwork Cabaret! Hooray!
Good riddance 2020.
Yes, I am Emmett Davenport.
And I am Lady Attercop.
And this is the last show. Actually, this will be the first show of 2021, but we are
oh shit.
But we are recording it in 2020 as the last show,
yes,
but it will release
in 2020.
But it will release
we don't know if we are playing awake for the year that we've had or if we're telling the year that will be, and both prospects are terrifying.
I've just decided that last year we were being hopeful and optimistic about 2020. And that obviously turned out to be a mistake. So I'm going with reverse psychology for the year.
Oh,
I'm trying to psych it out. I'm psyching it out. I'm going to tell it. I'm going to be like, yeah, no, this year it's going to suck.
Yeah, so clearly the year has broken us so deeply and on such a fundamental level that we have descended into superstition and witchcraft.
Yes, yeah.
Pretty much.
It's true. I have anytime, like the last couple weeks, if I spill salt, I throw it over my shoulder. I'm very conscientious of stepping on cracks.
If this year hasn't made you contemplate at least performing one blood sacrifice, have you been in deep denial the entire time? Probably.
Yeah, I've never been so happy for a year to end, but at the same time so incredibly terrified of what lays in front of us.
Yeah, hard saying.
I mean,
every time somebody is all like at the salon, like, oh well, 2021 is gonna be better. I'm like, you shut your damn mouth. You don't know that.
Don't write checks you can't cash.
I'm sorry, is your ass writing checks or is your mouth writing checks your ass can't cash?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah.
And then I have to be like, this is a weird energy to bring to a hair salon.
Yeah, but that's how I feel. That's how I feel about this oncoming thing.
This week it is. Yes. We are listeners, to give you a peek behind the curtain. Ooh, how exciting for you about our boring lives now. We record this on a Monday, and the last week of the year is already shit the bed. It's already done it.
Has it?
And I know we said the cursing ban was off many episodes ago, but we really didn't lift the cursing ban. This might be the episode that
does it.
Drives home that fact. Woo!
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, there's a lot of stuff going on. Woo! But
I'm trying to just like it's like a sweeps week cramming in.
Well,
there might be who knows what'll happen.
I made anyone who made the mistake of thinking about the the leader of the United States when he about how much damage can he do in 2 months after the election? Yeah, shut up, because he's doing a lot and you need to be quiet about that.
I am not a superstitious person and I am not a religious person. I like both those things. I just I don't put a lot of stock into them, but I really want there to be a hell because I really want a lot of people to burn in it.
Yeah.
And I'm not usually that kind of a vengeful person.
I have
But
a
right
list.
now,
Yeah. No, 2020 has broken me in many ways. I'm generally a pretty easy go. I mean, I'm very opinionated. Don't get me
I
wrong.
was gonna say, you are
I'm
a lot of things. I would not describe you as easygoing. Easy to get along with, yes.
well. I feel like I mean, I have strong opinions, but
Mhm.
but I don't try and force them upon other people.
No.
I
I would not
don't.
say you're evangelistic.
Yeah, I don't. I try to be pleasant with everyone around me, unless you're a jerk, and then all bets are off. I mean, when you start acting like a jerk at me, I'm gonna just be a jerk back. Actually, mostly I just ignore you and pretend you're dead. Um, because it's just easier that way. Like, is it a ghost talking to me? I don't know.
Oops, I hear some booming in the
But
background.
but this year has definitely made me like, oh, I am so much grumpier and just bent out of shape about everything more than I've ever been. And maybe I just need to go outside and enjoy the weather, but I don't. But right now it's 18 degrees outside and I don't wanna.
And also, North Carolina is not making that easy for us because then it's like, oh, here comes a beautiful day. Just kidding, it's gonna rain.
Yeah, yeah.
And now your allergies are flaring up, and oh no, it's cool and pleasant, and maybe
Also,
you could
it's
go for
gonna.
a lovely hike in the sunshine. Just kidding, ice.
Yeah. There's definitely. It's just. It's just bipolar weather here,
Mm.
and I just can't take it. Can't take
It,
it. And
it could
it's
be worse. We are not currently actively on fire.
that is true.
2020 did give us an earthquake, so let's not tempt the weather either.
Yeah. Also lots of fires, so yeah. No, I'm good.
Also,
All right.
other
I'm
places
good.
are
I'm
on
good.
fire.
I'm good. I'm good. But it's definitely been a trial and tribulation for us and for a lot of people. And so I've I have I have filled my my time with stupid movies and television watching and
Yeah.
video games and comic book reading, and I feel like I am a 12-year-old person again for some because that seems to be the level of entertainment that I can handle right now.
Well, hey, there is nothing, there is no shame in that. Whatever is getting you through the year is perfectly valid, unless it's like puppy murder or something. I don't know. It's 2020. We can't take any chances. We
Yeah.
can't say anything that gets you through the year is valid because somebody will be like, "Oh, good. I did do those blood sacrifices and they
No.
were puppies." It's like,
No.
no.
No puppies.
But yes, I've been watching. I have also Briscoe County Jr. Hey,
Oh,
90.
I own that movie.
Only
I own
90.
that. I love that show.
Briscoe County Jr. is on Amazon Prime.
Ah, I own it.
For anybody who has that streaming service.
Yes.
And so far, we are only a couple of episodes in, so far, refreshing. So far, not overly problematic.
Have you gotten to
Lord
John
Boulder is
Aston?
delightful as always.
Have you gotten to John Aston?
Yes, John Aston has popped up.
Yes. Okay. He's my favorite. John Aston and Lord Bowler. Those are the two.
John Aston has popped up, and we were just saying what a delight John Aston is in everything he's in.
Yes. And then Lord Bowler.
The Bride of Boogedy and Boogedy, is it Boogedy Boogedy Boo, Boogedy Man? Whatever. Are both worth watching because John Aston is in them. So.
Oh no, I recently rewatched all of the Addams Family TV show, and John Aston is just a delight as Gomez.
He's solid. We got to the episode where there's the all girl western town.
Oh,
they've
yes.
kicked all the men out. They've banned guns, and we're waiting for the a whole town full of women line. And it was just like, oh no, I think what you're doing here is great and totally support it. Way to look to the future. And I was like, oh. I mean, I know that's the joke with Briscoe County Jr. is he's the progressive cowboy, but it was still like, oh, I was waiting for the Westworld part to start, and it didn't. Oh, how? Oh. I mean, there was still some, 90s tropes happening, but like that part was like, oh.
Yeah. I tried to watch, the Wonder Woman TV show again.
Speaking of tropes. Oh no.
Yeah, the
old one from the 70s?
Yeah, Linda Carter. I skipped the World War II stuff because I already knew that was problematic and I couldn't handle that.
Can't imagine.
Because I tried to watch that years ago, but I had watched the new Wonder Woman movie and I was feeling like, yeah, Wonder Woman. I want to watch all the Wonder Woman. And so I started to watch the very 1970s part Wonder Woman, and Linda Carter is wonderful. I love her. 1977 was not a good year for TV. There's just also it's just there's a lot of like explanation going on, like do you think people need to know? You've said a very simple phrase. I think people can figure out what it is you're talking about. You don't need to go into detail. And I can't tell if this is problematic, Steve Trevor. like
Steve just thinks she's an idiot.
You're supposed to be on an airplane with a group of nuclear scientists, and you're explaining nuclear science to them. I find this weird because you're supposed to be a CIA operative. Like, what do you know about it? They're actual scientists.
I don't think they need you to explain it to them, Steve.
And it's television. As the audience, I don't need you to explain it to me either, because I don't care.
Well,
you have said that they are nuclear scientists. I can just go with that. It's fine. It's fine.
It was a different time. Maybe you couldn't Google things back then. You had to find an encyclopedia.
Yeah, but it's still...
Depending on whether or not your encyclopedia was up to date, there might not be an entry on nuclear science. You don't know.
There was still just a lot of stuff that it was very much like, wow, you have spent a lot of time with exposition here that it's not necessary.
The TV writers had to pad the episode out somewhere.
Yeah, like I will say that I do appreciate modern TV and movie thing as that it's a lot faster paced. Some people will say that that's like dumbing it down, whatever, but I think it's more of the fact that they've realized that this particular media, they can show a lot.
Yeah,
without having to explain. Like, I don't have to tell you. I can show you some images.
Here's some nuclear scientists at work.
Yeah, like I don't have to give you a whole...
I would say a good at least 10 to 15 minutes has been cut out of every TV show that, from not having to dial a rotary phone anymore.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, God. Dialing a rotary phone, and then when you realize you dialed the wrong number... Oh, and then you had to start over again? Oh, that was the worst.
It's your whole day. You got to find a new pencil. You broke the first pencil trying to dial that phone number.
Yeah, also having to get out the special long cord for the phone because you want to talk to somebody and you want to take it into another room.
Or the closet.
Because you want to have a private conversation, but then either your sibling or your parent picks up the other phone and is like, get off the phone. You've been on there for 20 minutes. Get off. Who's paying for this bill?
Yeah, and then when the internet was introduced, it was a whole new set of problems to contend with.
Yeah.
Mom, get off the phone. I'm trying to download Dragon Ball GIF. What other early 90s gifts would there be?
The horrible noise. I don't know.
Speaking of television.
Yes.
There's a new show. I don't remember what platform it's on. It might be Netflix. and I'm scared of it.
What is it? What is it?
It's about Emily Dickinson. Dickinson.
That's
Because
why?
I,
Because a movie about a shut-in poet is a.
I mean, relatable. Her best friend was her garden and her dog. Relatable right now. But first of all, they titled it Dickinson. Now, do not get me wrong. Emily Dickinson is one of my favorite poets and a very interesting person. Like, she had an affair with a lady. She had an affair with her editor. She was not quite the virginal, like, pining away shut-in that people history has depicted her as.
Right. Oh no.
But she was a weirdo.
Yes, she was a big weirdo.
Absolutely. And did demand, and never published anything during her life, and actually demanded all of her poetry be burned upon her death. They didn't.
She was a wise woman.
Well, they didn't, and they published it, and I'm glad they did, because if they didn't, we would have never had any of her poems.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Or we would
her
have
poetry
had
is
a
wonderful.
smattering of them. And she clearly cared about her craft, but she did not care about being published. And the description of the show was, one woman sets out to change poetry forever. And I'm like, that does not seem like an accurate description of Emily Dickinson.
So what?
I'm not saying that there's not enough material there for a very interesting, fictionalization of her life, but I would not describe her as a woman filled with a burning desire to change poetry. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they've discovered some new letters.
Maybe they just wanted to do a Sylvia Plath series, but then they realized that was problematic. So they were like, "What other female poets
are there?
Do we know?
We only have the three.
There's only three:
Dickinson and Sappho."
Oh, and Elizabeth Barrett Browning.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Elizabeth Barrett Browning. We only have the four.
And she just wrote love poems to her husband.
Boring.
Yeah,
that's... Yeah, I don't know. She's like, they've got her like, she's all young, and of course she's wearing white, because that was a famous Emily Dickinson thing. She always wore white because, again, weirdo. Interesting weirdo. Wrote beautiful poetry, but weirdo. And like, her hair's all flowing, and she's in a field of flowers, and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this.
So weird.
I don't know.
So weird. There is a, speaking of another movie that of a historical figure, there is a new movie about Tesla, starring Ethan Hawke.
Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Wait.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm intrigued, but also a little scared. I know nothing about it other than the fact that I just saw it on one of the platforms. Because it suggested it to me. It was like, "Hey, you're a big old nerd." I see.
Kind of like I got suggested Dickinson.
I see what you're watching. Here's this Tesla movie, and so all I saw was that it starred Ethan Hawke as Nikola Tesla, and I thought, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
all right.
I get it. We love Tesla on the show. We do.
Yeah.
We love us some Tesla. He was really into eugenics, though. That's hard to ignore. And he did really have some fat phobia going on.
Well, he obviously had some very strong. He had some mental. He obviously had some mental issues that he really, really needed to work through, and probably needed a therapist, and probably needed some medication.
Yes, absolutely. A lot of that eugenics stuff was focused inward, because that is one of the reasons he never had children, because he's like, oh, there's something fundamentally wrong with me, and I should not procreate.
Yes. Yeah. No. No, I love Nikola Tesla for many reasons, but his personal beliefs, not so much.
we can appreciate and kind of have our history crushes on the famous people while still realizing that they were deeply flawed human beings.
Yes, yeah.
I love Emily Dickinson. I love Emily Dickinson, but she was probably not a very healthy person.
Yeah.
She was like, she wore all white. And while I can respect the hustle, I can respect the aesthetic, like this was a time period where it was hard to wear all white.
Yes. Also, if her two best friends were her garden and her dog, chances are she did not wear all white.
Well, also how?
Like there is just no way. That dog would be out in the garden digging in mud and then go be all like, ooh.
And also again, like let's recognize that she came from a family that was wealthy enough that allowed her to stay unmarried, spend all of her time writing and in her garden, and she didn't have to work, she didn't have to go out and find a husband because she had a family that would support her.
It almost makes it sound like it's a good argument for the fact that, hey, when our normal living expenses and life things are taken care of, we can create really good art.
It's really funny that you should say that like when people's basic needs are met, they're more creative, more relaxed, and more likely to pursue
creative things. It's just a thing that I feel like that maybe that's what the Dickinson show is trying to say.
That's what it's actually all about. It's actually an argument for universal health care and
and social and good social programs.
Yeah, it's good. It's an argument for good social programs.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to
universal health care and a universal income. We're just,
That's what I'm going to take from it. I'm not going to watch it because I don't want it to ruin this, but that's what I'm going to go.
It's like, I didn't know Emily Dickinson was a red-blooded socialist, but I mean, this TV show said she was, so I guess I can't argue with that.
It's true.
And she,
Well, I mean, she did write that poem about how, death would not stop for her.
No, she wouldn't stop for death.
Oh.
That's the poem is she would not stop for death, but death so very kindly stopped for her.
But it's a story about universal health care.
It is. The coach contained only herself and all of the medicine that the world has to offer for free.
Yes.
That is the line. The famous, and then there's 2 dashes, and it took English scholars a long time to realize what those dashes meant because no one else had used them in quite the same way that Emily Dickinson has. And the earlier editions cut out the socialism and the long dashes.
It was Morse code.
No, please do not make me go into a really long rant about the dashes and Emily Dickinson.
No, I don't. No, I won't. And on that note, I'm going to press a button. You can...
For the love of our listeners, push a button.
Do you suffer from the horrendous ailment of omnitism?
Oh, it hurts everywhere.
So many of us do, having never realized that there is a simple and easy cure. With the introduction of Dr. Phineas T. Norwood's patented omnitism oil, a healing antiseptic liniment, you can be free from crippling omnitism. This amazing new oil can be used both internally and externally, but is best when used in combination. Headache? Phineas can cure that. Gut rot? Phineas can cure that. Bunions? Eye strain? Toothaches? Phineas can cure all of that. Generalized, non-specific pain? Phineas can cure that too. Right away on a cloud of happiness, using Dr. Phineas T. Norwood's patented Omnitism oil. Dr. Phineas T. Norwood's patented Omnitism oil, a healing antiseptic liniment.
Other things we're looking forward to in 2021. I am looking forward some of the Marvel TV shows that are going to be on Disney, and I'm really, really feel dirty about it.
Yeah, we don't want, because one corporation owning all the IP, the popular IP for everything is bad. It's bad.
Except
that then they have a bunch of money and a lot of talented people to throw at it.
and I want to see snarky, wonderful Loki, and I want.
We were discussing that we really didn't want to like that Loki stuff.
I want to see, ex-boyfriends, Winter Soldier and Falcon, stuck together. Two exes battling it out together in a crime.
Not exes of each other, exes of the same person.
Both exes of Captain America.
I mean, as far as we can tell.
And that they have to be a crime-fighting duo together.
Yes, because that is one of my favorite parts of the Marvel movie, is the low-key hatred.
Yeah,
they decided Bucky Barnes.
Yeah, Bucky Barnes and Falcon kind of act like they don't really like each other.
They just don't like each other at all, and that's perfectly. I'm here for it.
It makes me crack up. I love it, and so yes, so there's some TV that is coming for next year that I am excited about.
There will be no new DuckTales, which is a bummer.
That's a shame.
Yeah. How are they ever going to get their private jets? They don't have that DuckTales money.
Oh, I do like DuckTales.
But does
that mean they're going to make Darkwing Duck though?
They are going to make a Darkwing Duck, it looks like. So,
which I will be on board for that.
I have always enjoyed Darkwing Duck. I'm looking forward to vaccination for COVID.
Yes. I'm looking forward to
all the chemicals.
I'm looking forward to not looking at the four walls in my house anymore.
I will take all the chemicals, please. Yes, to pump them directly into my arms. Please. Please.
I will probably wait a little while because I'm paranoid, but I will take it when I decide that I'm ready for it.
Oh, I'm not. I am ready. Like if they told me tomorrow I could go get it, I would get it tomorrow. But like the sad part about that is, one of the reasons that the vaccine has been fast-tracked, a lot of other things have been put on hold because, COVID. Also because there's been so much data.
Yes. Well, no, and I
had it.
Well, no, and I appreciate that. I just also I'm a little paranoid about anything that gets fast-tracked.
No,
that
totally
doesn't
understandable.
That doesn't have long-term
research behind
it. It makes me a little uncomfortable about it. I mean, I will get it sometime in 2021. Don't get me wrong. It will be it will be
I like, and I understand that the pharmaceutical industry has not always had the best track record.
No, yeah.
But I do believe that I don't see any reason to be suspicious. I mean, I get the flu shot every year.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a fast track because it's a different flu strain every year.
Yeah, but they have actual data from previous
years. But years. But COVID is not an unknown.
Oh no, I know. It's
just a different variation of a strain we already know a lot about. Let's not talk about science on this show. Okay. We are too dumb for this. I mean, I think that we are pretty smart ladies, and then I try to talk chemistry to an actual chemist.
Yeah, that's
reminded how actual idiotic I am. So let us not.
Yeah, let's not. Okay. Yeah, let's not go down that science route. But let's just say, okay. Vaccines.
You could say you will wait a little while for the vaccination for your own personal comfort.
Yes.
And I will say I'm getting that shit injected straight into my veins as soon as possible.
Yeah. No, that's completely fine.
Yes.
You're a higher risk. So it's completely fine. So
I am a higher risk. I work in a high touch industry.
Yes.
And
I punch people when they try and touch me.
Yeah, not to get too personal about it, but I've known a couple of people that have passed away from it. So I'm not dicking around.
Yeah, no, that's completely fine. And so, yeah, no, that's, yeah.
I'm
Oofa
looking forward to
doofa.
hugs in 2021.
Huh?
Hugs.
Oh,
I'm not a
hugs.
touchy-feely person. I'm not a touchy-feely person, but I am gonna hug the absolute hell out of everybody. And it's not going to be dainty little lady hugs. It's going to be like full on, bring it in,
bear hug,
pounding, tight bro hugs.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh no.
All right, you gotta warn me.
Drunk bro hugs.
You gotta warn me.
I will warn everyone. But like, I'm about to crack your back. Are you you ready?
If you're gonna crack my back, I might be for that.
Yeah. If they say no, I'm gonna be like, okay, I can back off. But like, that's. You know this about me. I am not a hugger. No. No. But like, I'm ready now. I've been in isolation almost a year. I am ready to
hug people.
I'm ready to rearrange some spines like I'm a badge. Like I'm claiming I can cure your autism. I'm ready. There's a sign.
Oh.
This is neither here nor there. We're going to talk, like, I'm going to talk some medical talk.
No, don't talk medical talk, but what?
There's a sign that I see every day going to work.
Uh-oh.
And I assume it's for a chiropractor because it says the word spine in it. There's no phone number. There's no website, but it claims it can cure my anxiety and my ADHD.
By what?
With no medication.
By doing what?
And then it says spine something. So I'm assuming it's claiming it's going to make my brain work good by cracking my back.
What?
I just want to set it on fire. It's a billboard.
I think, yeah, what? Oh.
Yes, no, this is a thing I am seeing every day in our hell year of 2020. Driving into work, trying not to panic about the social interactions I'm going to have in my day-to-day life that could potentially expose me to a disease that might kill me. And then I have to drive into work and see this sign that says, cure your ADHD and anxiety without medication. And then it has a name of something.
We're going to align your chakras.
My chakras are going to be so aligned. It's going to blast my
I
brain.
can do that. I can align your chakras from here, you know. We can do that from the internet. With the power of the internet, I can align your chakras. We'll do that later. I don't want to do that on the air. It's a private moment.
It's a private. Are you going to... That seems upsetting.
No, it's just, you know, aligning your chakras. It makes you
Use of the chakras.
Your chakras. There's 7 of them.
They're in they're colors of the rainbow, and
they are. I had a doll as a child. I had a doll as a child that was Ragananda and the Heart with Wings, and it had all the 7 chakras on her, so that you would know where they were.
What was this again?
Ragananda and the Heart with Wings. It was a doll that came with a storybook, and it was about chakras that I had as a child. Because that is my childhood, and I am not making this up, and I really wish I was.
So you learned. So you're going to show me on the doll where you're going to touch me.
Yes, where I'm going to realign your chakras. Yeah.
This sounds like a pedophile grooming tactic. I'm sorry.
I hope not.
Your chakras full on the butt.
No, they were just, you know, straight down the facial
I'm
area.
so upset. My eyes are flaring up. There is a full-on either butt or / groin chakra. If I am not mistaken.
No, it's a belly button. It goes to the belly button.
No, there's one below that.
Did not have that on the doll.
So your chakra doll was incomplete, is what you're saying?
No, I think it just was up a little higher.
Because they realized.
Yes, that might be problematic. Yes.
You know.
Yes.
Okay, I'm trying not to insult anybody's beliefs here. I don't give a crap about other people's beliefs because, like we said, whatever gets you through 2020. But, like, if you believe in chakras, if you believe that there are centers of energy on your body that are kind of, fundamental to how everything functions, and one of them is full on the butt.
It's not on the butt.
You can't shove that a little further north on a doll designed to educate children because it looks a little,
It's not on the butt.
questionable.
For one, it's not on the butt. There's not a chakra for your butt.
I think there's a butt chakra.
There is not a butt chakra.
I think I just like saying butt chakra. I'm gonna Google chakras right now. Where are my chakras?
Don't.
I don't know how to spell chakra.
Yeah, see?
But no, there's back to the sign that I'm going to set on fire.
Right.
And if I do actually set it on fire, no one that listens to this podcast knows anything about it.
It's true. No one will say anything. No one will say anything.
It's promising to pop my back so good that my brain will work good again. Not that my brain ever worked good to begin with.
Well, it's because your L7 vertebrae is out of line.
Out of line. There is full of groin chakra. I'm not crazy. There's a butt chakra.
It's a groin chakra.
It's the root chakra. That sounds like a butt to me.
Yeah,
they're showing it. They're showing it from the little illustrations.
No one can see it. We're on the rate. We're
frontal
audio.
That's a better lack of term. I'm gonna hold that up so that Emmett can see.
I know that. I know where it is. It was a doll that I had as a child.
There are 2 lower abdomen chakras.
Yes, I know. I know that.
I'm just saying that.
Just look up Ragananda and the Heart with Wings, and I guarantee you.
I don't want to. I feel like I'm gonna get survivor stories. It's gonna be sad.
It's not from me.
Also, I didn't
not survive.
Spell Raganandra.
Ragananda?
You have far too much faith.
No, it's true.
In my ability to string letters together.
So the reason.
Ragananda.
So one of the reasons why I had that doll is because, for a brief period of time, my mom had a mail order catalog company, and we sold a whole bunch of, kind of like the Whole Earth catalog, if anybody remembers that, which probably no one does, but it was a smaller version of the Whole Earth catalog called Good Morning Farm, and in the Good Morning Farm catalog, we sold Ragananda and the Heart with Wings dolls and books on tape, like the story tapes, and a bunch of other horrible things that I had to grow up with.
I hate to be the one to have to tell you this, Emmett, but Google does not know what the hell you're talking about.
Oh, good. Well, good. Then we.
I'm going to look up doll. I'm going to add doll to the image search.
Let us know.
How
about
Google...
you shill, and I'll look it up.
Okay. Well, while Emmett is trying to find a potentially illegal doll of her childhood, I'm going to tell you about some things that are not illegal. Some things that we do that, as far as you know, all above board. I mean, I will offer to crack your back and cure your anxiety, but I can only do that over the internet, and only if you go to our website, agonyauntstudios.com, and there you can find all of our information if you like the show and would like to help support it. You can find our Patreon there, you can find our Ko-fi. We usually post episodes up a little bit earlier for our continuing subscribers if you want to listen to this nonsense a day in advance. God knows why you would. If you want to help with a one-time donation, you can. We have a PayPal. If you don't have any money because it's 2020 and we're all struggling, but you would still like to help the show, we would really appreciate a 5-star review on Apple. I always want to say iTunes. On Apple Podcasts or Stitcher or wherever you can leave us a review. You can also find our social media sites there. Emmett is at Emmett Davenport on most things, or DJ's, I think it's Spinstress?
Mad Spinstress.
Mad Spinstress. I am on most things at Lady Attercop. We've both been taking kind of a little bit of a break from social media because, again, it's the hell year 2020, but usually we'll post nonsense up there. You can also follow the show on all the various social media sites. And one more last thing, by the time this episode drops, it will be happening tonight. No, it will have already happened. You will have missed it. Yeah, we're going to be DJing for New Year's Eve remotely on Twitch. You can find our Twitch channel on there. It is Agony Aunt Studios. And yeah, if you just want to send me money directly, or you want to send us gold bullion, or if you have a Raganonda in the Heart with Wings doll and want to prove to me that this is a thing that existed
I found
not
it.
Some kind of horrific scheme. She is showing me what looks like a hell. I can't see it because we're on Zoom.
Yeah,
but,
no, I'll send it over to you. Hold on.
But like, if you also have one of these terrifying dolls,
please
you can
prove
mail
it
one
to her.
to Emmett. Just send it to the cafe at Cafe DM.
What? No.
She would love it.
Cafe DM. All right. Anything you want to mail to us, you can send it to 439 Hillsborough Street, Pittsburgh, North Carolina, 27312.
I was going to say, did you forget this city?
No, I was giving space. Clockwork Cabaret. Make sure you just say, care of Davenport's Cafe DM.
And you might have just heard that ding, which is me receiving the nightmare doll. I forgot to turn the sound off, and it is they full on put that on her going.
Yeah, I forgot. It was a rag doll. I don't remember.
It's not a great picture, but from what I can tell, it looks like kind of like a Raggedy Ann doll base.
Yes.
But with much more upsetting hair and bedroom eyes.
Yep.
Eyes that say, nope, not gonna go there.
This was
also jaunty, naked except for some sleeves and leggings and jaunty boots.
It was my childhood. Shut up.
I'm judging. I'm judging this doll.
All right.
Hey, you're not the one that did crossover art of Pip from Great Expectations and Alucard, which I still haven't put on the internet. So I really have no room to judge. I did that as a pseudo-adult.
And with that,
this upsetting nudity.
Let's end this before we get.
This upsetting nudity was forced upon you.
It was. It was given to me. I was a test market for these toys.
And that's the reason that to this day you cannot find them.
Yeah, it's true, because I went, oh gosh.
Young Emmett set it on fire.
Oh, yeah.
And said, how are your chakras now?
Yes, that is true. How'd you know? Did I tell you this story before?
No, I had a feeling.
And with that, let us end this monstrosity. And I hope that everyone has had a wonderful new year. Honestly, please have a good and safe new year. I can't even express how much I want everyone to just be okay.
I think that pretty much sums it up.
And with that, this has been the Clockwork Cabaret. She is Lady Attercop.
And she is Emmett Davenport.
And remember, it's not work we do.
It's love.
Like any red-blooded gentleman of leisure, you enjoy the civilized entertainment of watching animals fight. Why wouldn't you? However, until now, you were limited to the common chicken and the boring bear. Never fear, sports fans. The Creature Combat Arena will blow your mind with a dazzling array of unique fauna free-for-alls. Join us Monday for Crossed Zebras. Tuesday, Narwhal Face Fighting. Wednesday, New England Clam Pounder. Thursday, Boomslang, Boomerang, Bombardier, Balderdash. And Friday, the Sleepy Panda Slap Fight. The Creature Combat Arena. We are truly terrible people.